Hello, so welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing my blush collection, and I'm also going to be doing a bit of a declutter. So I'm hoping you have been doing really well, that you've been keeping healthy, being well, and I'm just wishing you all the best with great health. So with all that said, I'll get started with this video. The first thing I have here is a Flower Beauty cream blush, and this one is in a shade called Pure Patina, I believe. So this shade is extremely beautiful. I love using this on days when I'm not wearing any makeup, and if I'm just having like a sunscreen day, like for my face. This blush definitely has become one of my favorites. I can't wait to keep using it. This is the Face Jewel and Pomegranate, and I did recently use this in one of my tutorials. I really loved the blush in here. It's really beautiful. But I do have this one that I prefer to keep, and this is from CoverGirl Cheekers, and this is in the shade Rock and Rose. So putting them both together, you can see they're pretty much the same. So next I have Flower Beauty blushes, and I love Flower Beauty. I don't know if you could tell, but these are the Flower Pots powder blush, and they're all in different shades. So this one is the one called Barrymore. And this one is Peach Primrose. Super pretty. Then this one is Spice Petal. This one is Warm Hibiscus. This one is Sweet Pea. And lastly, this is Wild Rose. This is really bright. But yeah, I'll keep all of those. Okay, so next, this is from Zoeva, and it's the Sweet Glamour Face Palette. They're such beautiful tones. Okay, the next one is from Zoeva again, and Okay, so the next one is from Zoliva, and this is the offline face palette. they call it a blush palette, but it's really a face one because it's got a highlighter with 2 blushes. So next one I have another Zoliva palette, and this is the one called Spice of Life. Now this one I have enjoyed only because this one is supposed to be a highlighter, but I use it as blush and I really loved it for that. And then this is a subtle highlighter. Now this one is not as powdery, and you could just see that I have used it for a little bit, but I do enjoy the colors. And this one seems like it's a lot more pigmented, and I just really loved how it came out. Okay, so for sure I'm going to be keeping these from the Balm. Now these are duals, and they're called the Balm Fire Highlighting Shadow Blush Dual. So this is the one called Game Day, and these are all like shimmers. So this is the one called Pre-Party, and then this is Victory. You're a glow getter. Then this one is Beachgoer. And this one's called High Tide. And Low Tide. And this one's called Night Owl. And this one's called Dusk. And Dawn. Now this one is my absolute favorite. It's very like a bargained, budget-friendly brand, and this is from LA Colors, and this is the one called Pink Blush. I've loved using this so many times, and you can see I have quite a dip there. Okay, so the next one I'm keeping, this is from Wet n Wild, and this is the hashtag relationship goals. Now mine did shattered, or else I would open it right now to show you what the shades look like. And I did label it because I just loved what it said from the inside. And it says, "You're crazy, only about you." I just love this one. I'm definitely keeping this. So this one I'm going to be decluttering, and this is again from Wet n Wild, and this is the shade called Nerd Alert. Now I did use this blush. It was okay, but not my favorite. And this is supposed to be like a highlighter, but again, I feel like with this shade right here, I think I already own it. I would just have to see which one it is. Okay, I found it. Now this one is from Flower Beauty, and it's the one called Spice Petal. So they look kind of the same. Okay, I'm definitely keeping all of my CoverGirl Instinct Cheekbones trios. These I got in Walmart quite some time ago, and I absolutely love these. This one is in the shade called Refined Rose. And then this one's called Purely Plum. And this one's called Peach Perfection. And then this is Sophisticated Stable. Then this one, my boyfriend bought this for me in Walmart. He saw me looking at, this was quite a while ago, but this one is the one called Rose Silk. And it's again from CoverGirl. And this one's quite old. This one's called Soft Stable. Next, I'll definitely keep this palette. This is a collaboration with Roxy, and it's the Blush Burst palette. The colors here are super beautiful. Next, I got some Zoeva blush palettes, and this is the one called Together We Grow. Now this one I have not tested yet, but the colors are really beautiful. And it seems like it's in her new formula, so I'm excited to try it out. And then this is Together We Shine. And it's the one called Partay. It's a really beautiful blush, but I don't know, I feel like it is the same with this one from Flower Beauty in terms of like the same shade. This one's obviously a little bit more mauve tone. This one's a little bit lighter. Actually, never mind. I think I'll keep it because it's tiny. I feel like I could maybe get some use out of it. I've used it quite a few times and I loved how it looks on my face. So maybe I'll just keep it just because Tarte is a good brand. I do like, so far I really like the blush from that brand. Okay, so next I have these Wet n Wild Baked Blushes. This one I will be keeping. This is the one called Don't Flutter Yourself. But I think this one I'll declutter. This is the one called Hummingbird Type. And this is a fuchsia one. This is the one called Dare to Soar. Now I don't know how I feel about this fuchsia looking blush. So next I'll be keeping this one. It's from The Balm and it's called Lil Powder Blush Quad. And the shades are these. Next is a Juvia's Place Blush Volume 2. And I'll definitely keep this one. The colors here are really beautiful. I just haven't used it yet. Okay, now next we're going through my Too Faced eyeshadow and blush palette. I believe this one's called Totally Bananas. And this is what it looks like. So next, this is from, again, Too Faced, and it's called Very Merry Christmas. This one's really beautiful. And then this one is called Sugar Plum Cookie. This one I will be keeping. Again, this blush is so pretty. Okay, so the next one is from Juvia's Place, and this is called Serafina. And the color looks like this. Now this one is really pretty. It's like a corally, orangey tone blush. So next is my ColourPop blush, and this is the one called Secret Crush. I love this one. I definitely will keep this one. So next I have a Becca blush, and this is the one called Snapdragon. This one is very vibrant. It's almost the same concept with the Juvia's Place one, except this is the one that's quite shimmery. Definitely keeping that one. So next is a Milani Baked Blush, and this is the one called Luminoso. Next I got some E.L.F blushes. This is the one called Radiant Peach. It looks really similar to the Becca one, but I think this one's got like a tad bit more orange, and the Becca one is more reddish. So again, this is from E.L.F. and this is from Becca. So the next one is another E.L.F. blush, and this is the one called Brilliant Mauve. Now this shade is really beautiful. I did use it the other day, and it's a really beautiful shade. Now this is the one from Juvia's Place, and it's the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. The shades are absolutely beautiful. I'm definitely keeping this one. Now this one I'll declutter. This is a Saharan Blush Volume 1 as well from Juvia's Place. So this one is very bold, and it just doesn't go with my skin tone at all. This will look really gorgeous with people who have darker skin than mine. So next is a Flower Beauty Pyramid Cheek Color product, and this is the one called Rose Glow. Next I'm keeping the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. this one is pretty good. Now the last few items are from the balm, and I'm definitely keeping each and every one of them. This is the one called Third Date. It's like a shimmery rose tone blush. And I believe this is from the Clean Beauty line. Next, this is In the Palm of Your Hand, Volume 1. And it's got all of this with with cream blushes on, and with like a cream lipstick item here, and then this is a lipstick. And then this is the most recent one that they came out with. It's the Bombima Babies of the Balm. And then this is Volume 2. So I hope that you enjoyed watching. May God bless always. Continue being safe. Be well. Be safe. And and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.